What's happening, everybody? Dave Fleming here, and it's time for the rundown. What's the rundown? We've got all your race rankings, we've got the biggest headlines, and we've got what's coming up with both MLP and the PPA. What are the three big headlines so far? Well, let's take a look. Number one on ESPN SportsCenter, top 10 for pickleball. It had never happened before until James Ignatowicz pulled off a shot that I still can't believe, and I was on the call. Here's what it looked like on ESPN. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
Professional Pickleball Association.
I have no power.
Mixed doubles semifinals.
It's too noisy.
James Ignatowicz
Ooh, nice play, though.
flicks a backhanded shot that goes around the post and lands in the back corner. Ignatowicz and Anna Bright move on to the finals.
We know that's going to be the first of many for pickleball at that number one spot. Second, 5 for 5 for Fed. This is unbelievable. Federico Staksrud in the men's singles competition has made the final every time. Those draws are ridiculous. To have that level of consistency is unbelievable. Fed is the man. And finally, March Madness. Austin was a crazy tournament. Mother Nature got involved. We ended up having championships Monday. Yes, championship Monday. And guess what happened? Ben Johns and Anna Leigh Waters go down to Anna Bright and Andre Diescu. And then Anna Bright jumps back out there with Rachel Rohrabacher and beats the undefeated duo of Anna Leigh Waters and Catherine Parento. That's what March Madness is all about. So those are the big headlines so far. Now let's talk about where we're at in the 2024 race rankings. Everybody wants to qualify for San Clemente and play in the finals in December. You earn points in the events you play in 2024, and we take your best 16 results. That is different than the rolling calendar 12 months that are the seeds that you will see in the draws as we go through the year. Obviously, as we get later and later in the year, those two things add up. But so far, we just have 3 months of results, and I'm going to show you that right now. Where do we stand on the race? You always got to start ladies first. So let's start with women's singles. And no surprise, that lady right there is well at the top of the list. She's got 4,500 points so far. The top 8 qualify in singles. So you see Judith Castillo coming off a win is just below the cut line. So everyone above that would make it now. And what's interesting for me in this particular list is how close it is for that second spot. No one has separated themselves yet, so who is going to do it? Availability and the number of events you've played in so far definitely play a key role in these rankings early in the year. So AL Dubs number one. Now, I bet you can guess who's number one in men's singles. Yeah, it's that dude. Our fiery friend from Argentina, Federico Staksrud. Look at the lead he has on Ben Johns. 5,600 points versus just 2,900 so far for Ben. That is a significant lead and well earned by Fed. All the way down to Jaume Martinez-Vic has 1,200, just 50 points above Pablo Tejas and the Avatar Quang Duong. Next, let's look at mixed. Now, mixed is interesting as we look at the race because we have mixed females and mixed males that end up making up the teams for the race. So we'll look at the mixed female rankings, and the smiliest player of all, there she is, Vivian David. Look at her. Second, just 700 points below Anna Leigh Waters, and she has been playing lights out in mixed doubles with Thomas Wilson all year long and deserves that high ranking. Catherine Parento just barely above the cut line at 8th, and Tina Pisnik, one of the rising players, getting better and better, more comfortable out on the 20 by 44. Can she leap up there and grab one of those spots? Lots of time to go. This is just March, of course. So that's the ladies. On the men's side for mixed, there he is, Ben Johns. Yes, clearly number one up there, but Thomas Wilson. If you have a Viv, you got to have a Thomas. Thomas, second in that list right now. And as you see, we go down, and there's actually a tie for 7th and 8th between Tyson McGuffin and Christian Alshon. And look at that little pesky teenager, Big H, Hayden Patriquin, just below the cut line. I expect, and I'm going to put this out there on video right now, that kid is going to qualify in mixed. He is playing sensational. Now, let's look at women's doubles. There she is. I talked about Anna Bright and what she got done in Austin. She and Rachel Rohrabacher have actually won the last 2 events. They won in Minnesota, then they won in Austin, and they are so close to that team that's oh, wait, they do have a loss now. Yes, Waters and Parento do. So why do we see 16 names here in the doubles for women? That's because obviously you have to make 8 teams of ladies. So the cut line down here, Paris Todd just above, and Lacey Schneeman, she doesn't like being below that cut line. A lot of opportunity for her to gain points throughout the year. So Anna Bright, I had the great opportunity to interview her. We're going to put this out for you guys next week. But here's just a little clip about that, about where she thinks she and Rachel stand today in women's doubles. Take a look.
You know, I don't really think we play any different from Annalie and Catherine. It's just same, very aggressive. You know, I think there are a few teams where playing that way is not advisable. Like mostly the other top teams, you need to have they require more patience. But there are a lot of teams that we are just happy to trust our hands. You know, if we like it, take it. And I think as we play more together, because this is the most I've consistently played with a women's partner. I guess Annalie and I played 3 in a row a few times last year, but Rachel and I've just been, I feel like we're developing a lot of familiarity with what the other person is going to do and what their spot is likely going to be. And that's just pretty scary, I think, as this kind of, we continue to develop that mojo sort of. And
just had so much fun talking to Anna Bright, and that's just a little sneak peek. We get into things like her love for the NBA and some great tips for the amateur players. So the full interview will be out next week. Now let's look at the dudes for doubles, and this is the shocker of all of this. It's that guy, Thomas Wilson, #1 in men's doubles on the race right now in 2024. He is playing unbelievable. He has played with different partners. He and Christian Alshon won a title up in Minnesota, and he is above the Johns brothers as we stand here today. Kudos to the new dad, Thomas Wilson. Now you see down at the bottom we actually have 17 names above the line because we have a tie for 16th right now, Gabe Tardio and Connor Garnett. A lot of time to work that out. And Tyson McGuffin and Julian Arnold just below. Another big part about the race is availability. Tyson McGuffin's been dinged up a little bit. He will be back in North Carolina, which is exciting, and then he can start racking up some more points. So those are the race rankings. Lots of time to move up and down that board, but you do not want to be below the line at the end of the year. Now, let's talk about what's coming up. And guess what, folks? The merger, it's done. We've got Major League Pickleball coming up, and let's look at the key dates. Next week, yes, next week we are going to find out where all these talented players are playing. The premier draft is April 2nd, 6 p.m. Eastern. The challenger draft is the next day, Wednesday, April 3rd, also at 6 p.m. And the first event for Major League Pickleball in 2024 will be down in Atlanta, May 9th through the 12th. I can't wait to see the new teams in action. It is going to be awesome. So we got a lot of news with Major League Pickleball, and you are not going to believe the Carvana PPA Tour schedule in April. It all starts with the North Carolina Cup, April 3rd through the 7th. It's going to be tremendous pickleball, but that's not all. We actually have a special event that we've added to that. It is an unbelievable celebrity pro-am. Folks, if you like hockey like I do, you are going to absolutely love this. Look who we've got. We've got superstar goaltender Cam Ward. He doesn't have to skate. He is going to be playing on the 20x44. And Rod Brindamore, he's the current coach of the Carolina Hurricanes. He is a Stanley Cup winner. He had an unbelievable NHL career, and he is a prince of a man. He will be out there playing. Mr. Game 7, Justin Williams, He is a great pickleball player, an unbelievable hockey career for him as well. Then we've got our North Carolina buddy that came over from tennis. Jack Sock will be out there. Another tennis superstar, Jeannie Bouchard, who's jumping into pickleball now. She'll be playing in this. And finally, hey, Tar Heel fans, look who we've got. Tyler Hansbrough, who loves pickleball. He will be playing as well. This is going to be a lot of fun. This will be part of semifinal Saturday at the North Carolina Cup, where guess what? We will play some of that. Then we're going to have this beautiful pro-am, and then we'll jump into some mixed doubles and the gender doubles to close out what will be an amazing day of pickleball in North Carolina. So we start there. Then we go down to the Veolia Houston Open. Yeah, North Carolina to Houston, April 11th through the 14th. Then we're going to go to California. We got the Veolia LA Open, April 18th through the 21st. Do you think we're done? No, we are not done in April, because then we're going from there to Utah, April 25th through the 28th, the Selkirk Red Rock Open. That's right, 4 amazing back-to-back weekends of pro pickleball on the Carvana PPA Tour. You're not going to want to miss any of that. So, folks, that's the rundown. You see where all the players stand now. Next week, we'll have the draw reveal show for you to see who's going to play who in North Carolina. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Dave Fleming. Peace.